Now, I give you a few rules. When we start to assess to work with a patient with speech problem, an adult patient, I'm talking now about a patient who had speech but then they lost it. I said it already yesterday, you really need to be patient. We have to be people of patience. You have to become really good on patience. We need to be patient. When men can feel that is patient, there is no hurry, there is no way to do quickly. We have patience, there is time. If she can be relaxed next to me, then things will go well. But if she has the impression I'm in a hurry, or she should speak quickly, the result should be immediately positive. If there is some pressure on the patient, it doesn't work. Language is very sensitive. It's more sensitive as movements. If we have lost language, we need a lot of patience and time, no pressure, no pressure. So the first rule with aphasic patient, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. It pays out. Have you seen yesterday how I was calm with this patient? Just sitting next to them, talking nicely, being slow, waiting. There was silence between me and the patient. There was no hurry, no pressure, no pressing. Just being calm, okay. The second thing, don't confront the patient with his disability of speech. Don't confront them, because they know it themselves that they have a big problem. Imagine both Bondati yesterday, they're absolutely normal in the head, they're perfectly intelligent, they had speech. Now they're sitting there and they hear perfectly that their speech is not good anymore. And that they could understand that he didn't say andate to me, he said me. This is something shocking, frightening. It's a terrible sensation when you are out of control of your speech. So therefore, they know it by themselves. We shall be very careful that we are not confronting the patient with the problem. We just should be next to them. I always like to sit, as I sit like next to the patient, not really in the front. On the beginning we are just here, so we do together, we look to the same spot. If I have to look to the patient that he can see me, I can lean forward and then he can see. But I don't confront the patient too much, because as soon the patient is confronted, as soon stress starts. And this is the third rule now. The first is be patient. Don't confront the patient with the disability, with the problem. And the third is apply continuously a good stress management. If the stress is coming up, coming down immediately. Don't create stress, or don't let that stress release coming. Because when the patient is on stress, things are not working. These are three very important rules. And now the fourth rule is pay respect in any sense to the patient. Pay respect. Because there is a strange thing, and it happens in all cultures. When somebody is not talking perfectly, when somebody is talking strange, soon people think he's somehow mad or retarded in the brain. They think it's not normal. Somebody who is not speaking correct normally is not normal in the brain too. This is a link so often is made. And patients with speech problem, they know to talk about it. As they are looked to somebody, this is a disabled child. And then they're somehow devaluated. And it makes them suffer very much. Therefore, it's so important that we see the person, we see me, we see Ndate, and we don't see the speech patient. We really stick to that human part of the patient, so we pay respect. And when the patient feels respected, even with that speech problem, if they don't feel to be judged by that, then you can work with them. But when the therapist is laughing about a mistake. Maybe she wants to say è andate, and then she says maybe ponoka, something completely out of tune again. And the others are laughing. It's not her fault saying that. She didn't want to say ponoka, she wanted to say è andate, but that mouth said completely something else. She did her really level best to say è andate, but the brain did something else. It's not her fault. If in this moment somebody's laughing, because it's true, sometimes it sounds funny, things they say. Mainly elderly people, sometimes they make you really to laugh because they say something funny, but it's not to laugh about. So we have to pay respect that the people don't feel judged. So these are the 4 basic rules of working with speech patient. Be patient. Don't confront them with the problem. Keep all the time good stress management and pay respect in any way. If you apply these 4 rules in working with speech patient, you can do a lot of